Hello guys, I'm making another video because I actually have something to make a video with, luckily. So I'm going to be showing off what I'm going to be using for my sound system in my room that I'm going to be working on soon, as soon as I get my receiver. So, throw this other stuff off my bed. So these are the 4 subs I have right now. Some of them aren't really like subs like this one, it just seems like a speaker that has a decent bass to it, but it's got decent bass to it. It's even in a ported box. But I just ran a small wire out of because this thing used to be a powered sub. The amplifier died. So then I have my Sony Superwoofer SW. It's the SAW303. It's that. And surprisingly, that thing has a lot of bass to it. Like enough where it'll shake half the house. And I'm in the basement on a concrete floor, and the kitchen is like totally opposite corner of the house, and from my room, and you can partially feel it in the kitchen. So it's got a lot of bass, and I'm planning on getting another one for my room. So there's going to be one sitting underneath my bed over there, and then one on the other side of my bed, and then I'll have a lot of bass. So next thing is this. Don't even know what it is. It's a subwoofer, but it's the basic specs on it. 30 watt, 4 ohm, which is right there, and then right there. Don't know what the rest of it is. I don't even know what this thing is from. So I've got that. I haven't tested it yet. I'm pretty sure it does work though. And I've got this Kicker 10-inch sub. Got this from my brother's friend. He was no longer using it, and this thing used to be powered, but the amp died in there. I tried to fix it. It was just far gone. So I just run wire straight to it, and it has a pretty good bass, but I think that loaded woofer has a more bass than this does. And that's only a 6-inch sub in that, and this is 10-inch. So that's a lot better. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut to all the speakers I'm going to be using for my room. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here are the total speakers that I'm going to be using for my room. I have these 4 speakers, which are going to be... oh, something in my throat. These 4 speakers, which are going to be in cans in my roof, like right next to each of the lights. Adjust that so it's not as bright. So there's going to be right next to all the cans, probably on the outside of them, I'm going to be putting can speakers up. So I'm going to put those. I'll talk about those speakers here in a minute. Then I have this Sony center channel because it's the only center channel speaker I've got. And I would use another Bose speaker, but I don't have Bose center channel. So, and I think it requires an 8 ohm center channel, which is this speaker right here. This thing has surprisingly big terminal, like size comparison to my finger. They're the size of my finger. Speaker system. I can't really read through my camera that well. Magnetically shielded type. Rated impedance 8 ohms. So pretty typical. These I'm pretty sure are 6 ohm. I gotta take off the back cover, the back mount to be able to see it. But they are Bose speakers. This one, you can see there's a little bit of damage to it. Well, because I had to take it off because a piece of plastic broke, and when you would turn it up, you would hear plastic rattling. So I got tired of that, opened it up, and took it out. I just gotta re-glue it now. So it's gonna be all those speakers, and then not the top Bose speaker. It's gonna be the bottom one. Let me just adjust it. It just won't listen to me. So that one I'm going to be using, which I showed in another video, because I'm redoing this entire system after I got those speakers, because those speakers are going to be basically the main thing out of everything. So then I have a whole bunch of more speakers I can throw in my container. I just almost broke something. So these speakers, they are the most expensive speakers I've ever gotten. These were donated by a family member. I won't say his name in the video, but these speakers are I think $150 each. They came in canned speakers, so they're very expensive. So my entire sound system is probably going to be $1,500 total, or more. So, and seems how every single speaker that I've got has been handed down to me from family members or garage sales. I got it for super cheap price. Like that Sony woofer, wherever I put it down there. I got that for $15 along with those 2 speakers, the center channel on my bed, and then those 2 speakers. So it's a 5.1 surround system. So I'm glad I got that. So these speakers, I'm going to be mounting them. They have tweeters already on them, which are for the high ranges, and then you have the actual main speaker for the lower ranges. So that room's going to be able to be loud and have a lot of bass. So I'm going to be setting these to be a lot higher, not really bassy, because it's a ceiling, and then there's another floor above me because I'm in the basement. So I got to change up the configuration, the EQ, so I don't have as much bass going through these. But then the lower ones, I'm going to be setting those to have a lot more bass. And then, of course, the subs are just going to be cranked up to all get out, because I don't know what I'm going to turn them up to, but a lot. So that's basically my sound system. And then another project I've been working on is this. It's basically a simple temperature controlling system from my old video, the solar powered portable tankless hot water heater. I'm making revision 2.0 out of it. Let me just plug this in. Oops. I gotta find my USB for it. If I can put it in the right way. Alright, so there we go. So you can see the screen just came on. Don't really have a way to... Here, one sec. Alright, so there's your set point, your input, which looks like it just crashed for some reason. One sec. Because it does not look like it's resetting at all. One second, give it a minute. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so something... I think I may have killed this Arduino, maybe. Or it just could be my computer. Because right now it's randomly displaying just a U. Get it? But so what it does, it runs a PID program. I got this program online, but then I had to add the LCD file to it. So basically, this potentiometer here would be your, pretty sure this would be your temperature sensor. And then this potentiometer would be your control for what the temperature is going to be. And this calculates it, runs everything, and then it basically does everything itself from there. Basically, will pulse width modulate the actual output, which is right now an LED, which will eventually be running into a MOSFET, or a transistor, then into a MOSFET controlling 4 50-watt heating elements. I'm going to have to do another video on the entire design, because it's quite complicated now. It's not just a simple water heater thermostat with just connected to just a heating element. It's not nearly that simple. It's really simple. So whenever I save up enough money to buy the Yamaha receiver that I want, I think I'm going to buy that one. I'm going to talk to someone about it, see if that's actually a good one. It's $550, but it's 7.1 surround with 2 extra zones, so that's why I can run 9 speakers, and then it's actually 7.2 surround with 2 extra channels, so I can run 2 subs, 9 speakers, and my room will be really good sounding, instead of just having that receiver, which I'm going to tear down because it's dead. It literally you just hear a lot of static, and then when the audio comes through, it's a lot of static, not really that loud. You hear a lot more static over audio. So that's going to be something I'm going to be working on. And this poor laptop that's, I think 7 or almost 8 years old. Pretty sure it's like 7 years old. 6 or 7. It just died. Like the hard drive I have sitting in there, it's perfectly fine. If it's the RAM issue, man, I cannot talk this morning. Well, evening, it's 12:38. This is a new stick of RAM that I've got. Just focus on that. Forget where it says on. Come on, focus. Thank you. So the NT 4G and then the 4G right there, 4 gigabyte. This has 4 gigs of RAM already, so I can just swap this out and still have 4 gigs of RAM. So if it's just RAM, that's fine. But if it's not something else, I'm going to have to probably take it to someone and have them fix it. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's also really old, so it just randomly gave me the blue screen of death, and then I couldn't even read it before it just crashed and shut off itself. As soon as you boot it on, no screen at all. So I'll have to see about that. So yeah, that's basically what's going to be going on. I would show you the receiver I want. I showed it in another video, but I can't do it because this was converting Wi-Fi to Ethernet, so I can run that laptop. This laptop's about 2 years old, and it almost is already dead. Well, this one's 7 years old, and it was running just fine. I think something just internally died. So I would show you, but I can't because that one's dead. So yeah. So whenever I can figure out how to fix this, or someone else can get it fixed, I'll probably be showing more on that, and I'll talk to someone about that receiver, and then maybe go ahead and order it. So that'll be this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.